Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Please join us in standing as Delaney Wilcox sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would like to call Olivia Pangilinan, President of the Class of 2021, to welcome everyone today.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us on our special day. I never thought this time would come so fast, but welcome to the class of 2021's graduation. As kids, we were always told to not take our high school years for granted because they would go by so fast, but we never expected this time to fly by this quick. We never imagined our senior year to be like this, but we all tried our hardest to make the best of it. Throughout the pandemic and all the other hardships we have had to overcome, we all persevered and have stayed strong together. Even after the hardships we have faced, I will always consider my classmates as family and cherish the memories we have made together. Many of us have been together since preschool or have known each other before entering kindergarten, and to see all of our growth has truly been a blessing. Senior year has put a lot of us under a tremendous amount of stress. We may not have made the best decisions and have done things we regret, but without making mistakes, one will not learn. As Mark Twain once said, wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from making mistakes. Let us strive for wisdom.
Excellent. Arth Patel will now give the Salutatorian address.
Good morning, teachers, students, parents, and school board members. First, I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to family and friends, for being in attendance on one of the biggest days of our lives. You guys have had an exquisite impact on the development of us who will be graduating today. Without you all, I am sure that it would not have been so easy for us to be at the biggest event in our lives to this day. I feel safe to say that on behalf of the graduating class of 2021, I am thanking you all for these efforts that you have invested in us today. As you can see, all your efforts have been successfully invested because we all are here getting our diplomas and prepared for the next chapter in our lives. Today, I would like to speak about a quote that I feel goes hand to hand with us moving forward in our lives. The quote is, "Trust yourself, you will start to trust others," by Santosh Kalawar, a doctor of science and technology from Nepal. This quote holds great meaning as we're continuing with the next step of our journey. The next part of our journey will be different for many of us by both meeting new people in the physical setting itself. Therefore, it all starts with trusting yourself, having the confidence to go along our journey because of the fear of how others will look at you or judge you. When an obstacle arises, you should trust yourself to be decisive and have the approach that you'll face it and overcome it. Once you have built trust in yourself, then you can trust others. Trusting others starts with after you can fully trust yourself. When you believe that you're doing the best, you'll extend the same belief to others. In the end, this will help you go out into the world and be open to people and experiences and have an open mindset. To wrap this up, I feel that as we are moving forward and meeting new people, we're going to create bonds with them. When we live a life filled with trustworthiness to ourselves and others, we can learn to accept others' mistakes and flaws, even if they hurt us. When we also learn to trust despite what others may do or how they might disappoint us, this is when you trust yourself to overcome these problems and move forward with your life. Having this approach will help us all embrace life entirely and reach our full potentials in the next part of our journey. Thank you all.
It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Leo Marshall, our commencement speaker. The class of 2021 requested Mr. Marshall to address them this morning. Mr. Marshall, please come forward. Lower this way down.
Thank you. Thank you, Ann. If you can't see me, it's my height, okay? Looking at the podium here. Good morning, family, friends, staff, special guests, SAU, and, of course, the Hinsdale graduating class of 2021. This is going to be difficult for me. A little over 10 years ago, I started as a substitute teacher because Wayne Temin talked to me when I retired from the Postal Service as a manager and said, you got to do something with your time here. They could use you at the school as a sub. He hounded me for months. So finally I said I gave in just so Wayne would get off my back. 10 years, 11 years later, here I am today. It's been, to me, the most gratifying 11 years I've had subbing and working ISS here at Hinsdale. Over these years, you know, you guys were in second grade at the time when I started. I know a lot of you then, and that was the last time that we could actually see eye to eye at the same height. A lot's changed since then. It hasn't been me. Over these years, I have the incredible pleasure to witness your growth from children to young adults. When your class was in 9th grade, I was assigned as student advisor. I had eight students in my, what we called then, HIP groups. More often than not, though, I had more than double that in my class, but that would show up, and several others would check in from other classes. Mrs. Freetag came in one day and noticed all the students in my little tiny ISS room, and I had 20 students in there, and she said, Mr. Marshall, are these all your students? I said, yes, ma'am. And she smiled at me and says, we will talk later. I weakly smiled and gave back, and the kids were in panic, and a lot of you here remember that day. We're in panic. Oh, no, we got Mr. Marshall in trouble. I said, don't worry about it. I'll go and see Mrs. Freetag after school gets out, and we'll clear the air. When I saw Mrs. Freetag, she shut her door and smiled and said, have a seat. And she said to me, she looked me in the eye, and she said, I am so happy that your students, all our students, not just this class, love and admire you. I'm so happy that they have an adult they feel comfortable with, to come with and talk to, and share times and troubles, and that you sit here and you listen, and you help them along their way. She says, but you have a special. The special is all of you. And I've loved every single day of it. Well, for the next 3 years, teachers, staff would frequently call and give me a call and ask if I could take a few minutes to talk to a student having some troubles emotionally or with school, or just somebody needs time to sit down and talk in my room, which is isolated. And I took a great pleasure in it. 5 years ago, the class of 21 made me promise that I would not retire until they graduated. And they held me to it. They said, you can't retire until we graduate. You got to promise me, Mr. Marshall. And I said, we'll see what I can do, but yes, I'll do it. However, last March when the pandemic hit, I was also struck with personal tragedy. My special needs daughter, who all the students known for many, many years, had a severe stroke. She requires 24-hour care and a complete quarantine from the pandemic. Her doctor from Boston, Tufts Medical Center, her doctor said, "There's no other way I can put it, Mr. Marshall. If she comes in contact with COVID, she dies. It's that simple." So I had to make an extremely tough decision. Leave what I love the most, this school, the staff, the students, but my daughter needed me. So I took the tough decision and I retired. I felt like I let you guys down. But I knew what I had to do. I reluctantly retired, missing the remainder of the school year. I had no idea if I'd ever be able to come back. However, early January, we all got the vaccine. Everyone in my house got vaccinated, and we've been fully vaccinated. And I called the school and asked if I could come back as a sub. And Mrs. DiOrio, my dear friend, sent me the paperwork right away and talked to Ms. Freetag. And before I knew it, I got to sub a few days this year. It was so exciting for me to be able to come back and spend the time with the school, with the staff, the people that I love and adore. The job that I've loved the most I've had, and I've had many throughout my years, outside the 8 years in the Marines. That was a lot of fun. So what we do now is, my daughter, my wife and I take care of Jossie 1 week, and her mom and the stepdad take care of her the other week, do alternating weeks because she requires 24-hour care. So the week on, where I have her, obviously I can't sub, but the weeks off, I volunteer to sub whenever I can get in here. Which brings me to this very important thing that I want all of you to understand fully. It's about change. Change is inevitable. Your parents, your friends, your staff, everyone you know will tell you if things are going to change in your life. And it's okay, it's going to happen. You got to understand it will happen. Bad things happen in our life, they happen to all of us. One day one of us won't be here to talk about it. That's just a fact. Change will happen. It's not the change that hurt you, it's how you deal with the situations when you get into those hardcore times that you got to get back up again. You're going to have to pick your feet up. When you run into this trouble in the future, you got to be able to pick up yourself up and face it and then continue on because it's inevitable. I want you to remember that. It's going to happen. It will happen. Deal with it. I was completely overwhelmed when I got the call that I was selected to be the speaker here today. We got to follow through and see each other off as we had spoke about for the past 4 years. So just let's not count the last year, all right? I've been very close to many students and their families for the past 11 years and the staff here as well. None have been more close to me than this class. I've been with you when I started, back when you were in elementary school. It's such an honor and a pleasure to see you grow up into such fine young adults and continue on that way. You're wonderful people, and I'm so fortunate to be here, and thank you for having me. My final message to all of you is simple. Be kind, caring, and a good listener. Respect that others are different, that different is good, different is okay. Wouldn't be much fun if everybody agreed with everything we had to say. Not much good room for discussion, right? Change is inevitable. Go with it. Change makes us all stronger. Thank you very much. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall. Audrey Martin will now give the valedictorian address.
Good morning, everyone, and on the behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to thank you all for being here today. Before I begin, I would like to thank all the people that played a part in making our graduation a reality. Thank you to our families who have supported and believed in what we could all achieve. Thank you to the faculty that took the time of creating lasting relationships with their students and were always here when we needed their help. Thank you to our administration for allowing some normalcy into this year by allowing our graduation to happen here today. And lastly, Thank you to my classmates and friends that I've had the pleasure of growing up with these past 12 years. Today, I have the honor of reflecting on the past years and the future that lies ahead of us. We have come a long way from fidget spinners, bouncy balls, silly bands, and poking holes on the top of our water bottles. Now many of us have our driver's license and are preparing for the workforce, the service, or college. Together we have grown so much and have discovered who we are as individuals. Even through a global pandemic, we have proven that we can adapt to adversity. Granted, getting through high school was not easy, but we all did it. When we leave these halls of Hinsdale High, there will be a lot of change we will become adapted to. The routines that we have become so familiar with will have to be altered. We will have the opportunity to meet people of many diverse cultures and backgrounds. Sadly, we will also meet people who will wish to get in the way of our happiness and success and tell us we are not good enough. Self-doubt might plague our minds and make us believe we cannot achieve what we desire. However, history has proven to us that through ambition and hard work, anyone can accomplish their goals. No matter your race, gender, background, or social class, everyone can create an impact in this world. People like Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and Maya Angelou were not defined by where they grew up or the education they attained. Just like none of us will be defined by our SAT scores, what schools we have attended, or our class rank. It is how they treated others and the change they created that is remembered. When creating your legacy, remember that even from a small town such as Hinsdale, everyone can start from today to create a brighter future for themselves and the people around them. As former President Barack Obama once said, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We're the change we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek. Be who you wish would change the world. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and I wish you all a life of happiness and success.
At this time, we will look at our awards and scholarships. Please welcome Mr. Mark Curtis. Mr. Curtis will present the Guy X. Bushy Memorial Scholarship.
Good morning. I'm honored to be here today on behalf of the honorary members and members of the Hinsdale Fire Department. Our congratulations go out to each and every member of the graduating class of 2021. We wish you the best of success at whatever life happens to bring your way. This year, we have two recipients of the Guy X. Bushy Jr. Memorial Scholarship Fund. The first recipient of the scholarship is Miss Olivia Pangilinan. The second recipient of this scholarship is Mr. Terry James Zavarotny.
Please welcome Mr. Michael Abbott. Mr. Abbott will present the Michael D. Abbott Scholarship.
Thank you, Mrs. Freitag. I'd like to echo the congratulations to the graduating seniors and wish you the best of luck in whatever you attempt in the future. I'd also like to thank those members of the Hinsdale School Board in 2001 who decided to establish a scholarship in my name. I'd also like to express my appreciation to the various individuals and organizations who have contributed the funds to make this scholarship possible. There's two criteria for selection for this scholarship. The first is one that a lot of people could qualify for. That is that they are going to continue their education. The second criteria is a little bit more difficult. It's to have spent what is now 7, and it used to be 6, 7 years of positive achievement while they were in high school. And I think that this year's recipients, besides past recipients, fulfill that criteria very well. The recipient of the Michael D. Abbott Scholarship for 2021 is Audrey Martin.
Please welcome again Mr. Leo Marshall to present the Mrs. Bridget Cummings Award for Matthew P. Snyder Memorial Scholarship.
Twice in the same day. The Matthew P. Snyder Memorial Scholarship is given to a student that has basically fits the type of person that Matt was. Matt was not your typical honor student, but he was the most fun, gregarious, happy, fun-loving person you'll ever meet. He was a close friend of mine and my family's, and we spent a lot of time together. So it's an honor here on behalf of the family to present this award. This year's Matthew P. Snyder Scholarship goes to Alexis Moody.
Please also welcome Mr. Joseph Boggio. Mr. Boggio will present the Royal Bonnet Memorial Scholarship.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Bonnet family again. If you don't know Royal Bonnet was an avid baseball and softball player. For many years, he was considered one of the top fast-pitch softball pitchers in all of New England. He was one of the founders of the Hinsdale Little League. He formed the Little League and spent many years coaching, assisting with coaching, and helping out in any way that he could. Besides Little League, Royal was a coach for Hinsdale T-Ball, Hinsdale Pee-wee, Hinsdale Babe Ruth, the Brattleboro American Legion baseball team, and the Hinsdale varsity softball team. Royal spent many hours working with numerous kids to help them improve their athletic ability. Royal would want the scholarship to be presented to a true student athlete. Royal didn't care if you were the best athlete on the field or if you had very little athletic skills. Royal just wanted you to give your best effort, whatever that was. This year, the Royal Bonnet Memorial Scholarship goes to 2 student athletes. It is with great pride I present the scholarship on behalf of the Bonnet family to Delaney Wilcox and Angelina Nardelillo.
Please welcome Mrs. Jennifer Delano. Mrs. Delano will present the Kristen L. Wilson Memorial Scholarship.
Good morning. Good morning, and congratulations to the class of 2021. My cousin Kristen was a member of the HHS graduating class of 1995. Each year, our family awards this scholarship in her memory to a college-bound female student who has demonstrated the same dedication to academic excellence, citizenship, athletics, and other extracurricular pursuits that Kristen did. Like Kristen, this year's recipient is intelligent, fierce on the athletic field, and she has a deep sense of pride in her school and community. She has a smile that will warm your heart and is loyal to her friends and family. She knows that Birkenstocks are an important part of her wardrobe, and most importantly, she is going to the college of her choice. On behalf of our family, this year's Kristen L. Wilson's Memorial Scholarship is presented with love to the young woman who shares the name that is so close to our hearts, Miss Kristen Davis. Oh, I'm good.
Please welcome Mrs. Melanie Harrison. Mrs. Harrison will present the Joshua J. Perkins Memorial Scholarship.
Good morning. Congratulations to all members of the 2021 graduating class of Hinsdale High School. You've all endured a junior and senior year that has been very different from classes before you. Our family is very impressed with the perseverance of this year's scholarship applicants. The academic excellence, community involvement, and athletic qualities of this class are impressive. We present the Josh Perkins Memorial Scholarship to a graduating senior who has excelled in all these areas. It's been 5 years since we lost Josh, and we still miss him every day. We're proud to honor him by being able to present this scholarship to a Hinsdale High School graduate. Josh was first an athlete. He believed in playing hard and leaving everything he had on the field and the court. He brought that to other aspects of his life as he left high school and continued through college and life. We feel this year's recipient has this ambition and determination as well. We proudly present the 2021 Josh Perkins Memorial Scholarship to Kristen Davis.
Please welcome Mrs. Deborah Carrier. Mrs. Carrier will present the Lewis Major Memorial Scholarship.
It is with great pride that I stand here today to award the first ever Lewis Major Memorial Scholarship. Our dad was an amazing man. He always said, "There's no such thing as a stranger, just a friend you haven't met yet." He definitely lived by this motto. You could often see him sitting in his blue chair in his garage, waving to all the cars that went by, whether he knew them or not. Dad had many things that were important to him, but 3 stand out the most: his family, his career, and his community. He chose to live in this community his whole life. He raised his family of 5 here. We all graduated from Hinsdale High, and with his encouragement, went on to college and now have successful careers. His career was important to him as well. He spent most of his 35 years teaching math and driver's education here at Hinsdale High. Although he often said that he wasn't a very good teacher, if you were lucky enough to be in one of his classes, you knew differently. Whether it was the kids calling him Uncle Lou or him quietly handing a student lunch money because they had forgotten theirs, he truly made a difference in many of their lives. He also loved his town. He served on many committees and boards, and also found time for clubs and volunteer work. He took great pride in helping to make Main Street better by donating land for the new police station, and he enjoyed watching it come back to life. In considering applicants, we were looking for a candidate who poses some of the very same values as our dad. The recipient we chose spent time as a camp counselor, volunteering at the community center for crafts and the clothing drive, has worked on the End 68 Hours of Hunger project, and even threw in a couple of championship games. She is also entering the field of education. We wish her the best of luck as she travels on this amazing journey. It is with great honor we present the Lewis Major Memorial Scholarship to Miss Delaney Wilcox.
At this time, I'll ask Mr. Robinson to come to the podium to recognize the awards and scholarships that were given out at Class Day yesterday, June 11th, 2021.
Will Kristen Davis please stand? Kristen is the recipient of the Elks Roger Sheridan Scholarship, the Matthew Eric Nurmi Memorial Scholarship, the David Kananek Memorial Scholarship, Catholic Daughters of the Americans Citizenship Award, the Dorcas and Peter Pombay Scholarship, the Fisher Cats Memorial Scholarship, the Brattleboro Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship, the Marine Corps League Brattleboro Detachment 798, Hinsdale Alumni Association Scholarship, the DeAngelis Family Memorial Scholarship, the Brattleboro Elks Scholarship, the Justin Holden Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Kristen. Will Brianne Gaffney please stand? Brianne is the recipient of the 40 and 8 Nursing Scholarship. Congratulations, Brianne. Will Audrey Martin please stand? Audrey is the recipient of the Catholic Daughters of the Americas Citizenship Award, Hinsdale Knights of Columbus Council number 6921 Scholarship, the Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship, the Pisgah Mountain Trail Riders Scholarship, Brattleboro Sunrise Rotary Scholarship, Arthur L. Ruboyer Memorial Scholarship, Hinsdale Alumni Association Scholarship, the Brattleboro Elks Scholarship, the Dr. R. Winthrop Davison Scholarship. Congratulations, Audrey. Will Angelina Nardolillo please stand? Angelina is the recipient of the Monadnock Board of Realtors Scholarship, Brattleboro Sunrise Rotary Scholarship, Arlene P. Royce Business Award, Gateway Foundation Scholarship. Congratulations, Angelina. Will Olivia Pangelinan please stand? Olivia is the recipient of the Hinsdale Knights of Columbus Council number 6921 Scholarship, the Pisgah Mountain Trail Rider Scholarship, the Dr. R. Winthrop Davison Scholarship. Congratulations, Olivia. Will Arth Patel please stand? Arth is the recipient of the Elks Roger Sheridan Scholarship, Matthew Eric Nurmi Memorial Scholarship, Granite State Conference Award, the Anna Hunt Marsh Award, Brattleboro Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship, Hinsdale Knights of Columbus Council number 6921 Scholarship, Marine Corps League Brattleboro Detachment 798, the Brattleboro Elk Scholarship, the Robert T. Gannett Gateway Foundation Scholarship, the Dr. R. Winthrop Davison Scholarship. Congratulations, Arth. Will Jesse Reor please stand? Jesse is the recipient of the Class of 2015 Principals Award. Congratulations, Jesse. Will Kaylee Stever please stand? Kaylee is the recipient of the Hinsdale Federation of Teachers Scholarship, Hinsdale National Honor Society Scholarship, the Dorcas and Peter Pombay Scholarship, Hinsdale PTA Scholarship, the Wantascatic Grange Scholarship, Hinsdale Lions Club Scholarship. Congratulations, Kaylee. Will Delaney Wilcox please stand? Delaney is the recipient of the Doris B. Smith Memorial Scholarship, Hinsdale Federation of Teachers Scholarship, the Wantasasset Grange Legacy Scholarship, Mary Spencer Langiel Memorial Scholarship, Hinsdale Lions Club Scholarship. Congratulations, Delaney.
I believe we must all be very thankful for the blue skies today. And we want to acknowledge also the success of each student in the class of 2021. On behalf of the faculty, preschool through grade 12, we're grateful for the ongoing support of the community, that of the parents and friends, and our administration. In particular, the leadership of our school board, Chair Sean Leary, Julia Killily, Holly Kennedy, Kayla Hemlow, and James O'Malley. And a special thank you to our superintendent, Wayne Woolridge. At this time, will we begin the awarding of diplomas. I would ask that Mr. Sean Leary and Mrs. Holly Kennedy of the Hinsdale School Board and Mr. Wayne Woolridge, superintendent, to come and present the diplomas. It is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2021. They have completed the required coursework and have earned their Hinsdale High School diploma. First round.
Audrey Grace Martin. Arth Lavesh Patel. Olivia Emily Grace Pagnolinen. Sophia Marie Miller. Morgan Marie Scott. Alexis Anne Marie Moody. Morgan Lily Perzan. Jewel Eliza Hoyer Morrison. Colby Lee Saunders. Brianne Marie Gaffney. Megan Leona Kemp. Chloe Patricia Valadares. Delaney Ray Wilcox. Delaney, apologize for that. Tasia Lily Kirkwood. Kristen Marie Davis. Kaylee Hope Stever. Daisy Elizabeth McDonald. Samuel Joseph Bousquet. Jesse William Rior. Robert Matthew LeClaire. Jerry James Savaratney II. Carson Joseph Petro. Austin David Morrow. Travis William Sweetser. Aiden Joshua Leary. Jason Evan Cowan. Kevin Tyler Russo. Evan Russell White. We had a weather interruption, but it could have been a worse weather interruption. No rain, beautiful sunshine. Apologize. Angelina Marie Nardolillo. We wish to recognize seniors that were unable to attend graduation today, including Trent Timothy Burnett and Amelia Dominica DeSully. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
At this time, I would like to call Kaylee Stever, Vice President of the Class of 2021, to the podium.
Hello, the class of 2021 would like to thank you all for attending our graduation. My class and I have had to deal with some of the hardest situations, but with the support of the Hinsdale staff, we have accomplished so much in our high school years. We even beat a global pandemic, and not many classes can say they did that. Without the support from all of you, we would not be where we are today. We are so fortunate to be granted with the opportunities that have been offered to us, and for that, we would like to thank you all. At this time, fellow members of the class of 2021, will you now please join me in the passage of the tassels?
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce you all to the class of 2021.